What's going on, good people? You are tuned in right now to Bro Talk. And Bro Talk wouldn't be Bro Talk without my bro.
Yep, I'm here. Brandon Real Life. What's up?
What's going on, my guy? How's everything going?
Can't complain. Out here living life. Delta running crazy. Trying to survive, but we here.
Yeah, first COVID, now Delta. Man. Yo, the crazy thing about that, man, is we were in a meeting earlier today about the Delta variant and how New York is now requiring the vaccination cards for you to get in like restaurants and stuff like that. Like
That's super scary.
Yeah, it is, man.
You think about that. You're going to have like people who are not vaccinated for whatever reason can't enjoy anything.
Nothing.
Can't go to the gym.
Yep.
Can't go to a bar. Can't get a drink.
Yep.
Can't get a meal.
Well, you know what they're really waiting on for those cats is going to come out with the fake vaccination cards, and I'm pretty sure they're probably out already.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I heard. I may or may I may or may not know someone who was trying to acquire one. And yeah, so story I heard was the person that was doing it lost their job as a nurse, so it's not really good incentive to try to get a fake card.
Not at all. See, listen, people, don't try and go out there and make that quick money off these vaccination cards, man. It ain't worth it. Somebody done went to school and paid all this money to be a nurse, a doctor, whatever the case may be, and now look at you because you wanted to make a quick $100 or whatever they charging for them, and now look at you.
It's super scary though. Just some people have valid reasons for not wanting to be vaccinated right now.
Right.
Like if you a young couple or a woman who want to have a baby and you unsure about getting the vaccine, then it's like
you don't want this to turn into the Handmaid's Tale.
Exactly. You give birth to the fly, and then it's like, who gonna help you?
Exactly. Yeah, but you know the crazy thing was I was actually opposed to vaccination in the beginning. Mainly because I wasn't sure. Like, first off, they came up with it so fast,
right?
You know what I mean? And then I was like, all right, well, maybe I could. And then Johnson & Johnson had that thing where they got recalled.
Right.
And I'm like, well, first off, Johnson & Johnson shouldn't even try to do this. They couldn't get it right with powder. So,
right.
So why would they try and come up with a vaccination? Then they end up getting it recalled. And then I was about to go and get it. Right before it got recalled, I was supposed to get it like that Thursday, and it was the Johnson & Johnson. And it got recalled like that Friday or something like that.
That's crazy. That's the one to get too, though, because it's one shot. Right. You get it out the way. You done.
But I hear Pfizer is the one with the least side effects.
I don't know nothing about it. I hear so many various things.
You just
went
and got the shot.
I went, yeah. Stop putting that's HIPAA violation, right? I don't know. No, but no. That's a joke on Twitter all week about anyway. But yeah, it's so much information about the side effects from the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most people I talk to say they get sick for a little bit, or not. No, that's minimized. It gets sick, feel like they got COVID.
Right.
But then I know somebody who said they had like crazy runs and probably lost like a bunch of weight. I want that. Give me that side of it. Yeah. I'll take that one. So,
all right. Then you mess around, got raw butt.
Exactly.
You don't want raw butt.
No, not at all. But lesser of two evils. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
But yeah, no, I think they're gonna. So it's crazy because I first saw that here about New York where they're requiring. I saw it was a restaurant here. It was on one of the news websites. They were talking about this restaurant locally requiring proof of vaccination in order to dine here, and the comments were going crazy. Like, how the fuck can you? Maybe?
Yeah, it's a very ballsy move, man.
Then
a ballsy move.
Then like literally that same day, a couple hours later, New York was like, nah, you can't do nothing.
Right.
Like,
hey, listen, man. When you got, especially in New York, man, they got people there. And they coming from all over the world to New York, man. Yeah. So I understand it. Yeah. I understand it, man. It's like, it's a real melting pot of people over in New York. So I get it. I really do get it. I mean, and the Delta variant, they saying that, you barely have any symptoms when you have it.
Really, see it. The news and the information is coming out, so it's scary. Like it's coming out so quick, and it changes so much. So what I just saw today was that it's getting a younger generation, I guess.
Right.
They're being affected, sicker, and dying at a higher rate.
Wow.
Now I don't know if that was the regular Delta or I just read today about Delta Plus.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. It's all
Is that a streaming service?
right. That's what it sounds like. Right. What they showing?
Delta Plus.
Can we subscribe to Delta Plus?
Exactly. No.
So I actually found this thing. It said, COVID Delta, there's no cough, no fever. It's a lot of joint pain, headache, neck and upper back pain, general weakness, loss of appetite, pneumonia, and of course more. I don't even know. Whatever.
Everything except for pneumonia sound like 40.
Right. Exactly.
I do.
All of it is regular.
Right. I wake up like
I wake up and got to sit on the side of the bed for 10 minutes to get myself together before I can stand up and walk. Like,
right.
Because my back hurt. Like, so yeah. I mean, it's no like real side effects as far as like that whole nausea and how you were getting when you end up with COVID.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a lot more side effects than this here. But that's crazy, my dude.
That's scary times.
Yeah.
What do you think about how the people who are vaccinated are talking to the people who aren't vaccinated? This is low-key had been one of my favorite things to watch. I hate it, but it's one of my favorite things to watch because people that are vaccinated are on Twitter like, man, fuck y'all. Basically. That's how they talk. Like, fuck y'all. Like, I
hear a lot of people who are vaccinated like really trying to sell people who aren't or really feel like they don't want to get vaccinated because of those reasons that we talked about previous. And it's like, well, you should do it for your kids and you should, it's like, dude, like calm down.
Right.
Let these people have let them have their situation. You know what I mean? If they feel as though that they don't want to get it, okay, they don't have to get it. Well, the government says that at least 85% of us need to be vaccinated. Yeah. Man.
Right, relax.
You
know what'll help though?
What?
If the FDA approved the vaccine, I think that'll push a lot more people to go get the vaccine.
For sure.
The fact that they're like,
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess because of the vaccine, and I think because the vaccine just doesn't stop you from getting COVID.
Right.
That's a lot of people's apprehension about getting it. Well,
right.
You know what I mean? Because it's not stopping it. It's not, but what really does when you go get, the flu shot or whatever, it don't really stop you from getting the flu.
Right.
And people know that. I mean, it is what it is.
It's just wild and scary times. I'm just tired of all this.
Yeah.
Tired of all of it. It's just so crazy to think about how, back in March of 2020, early March, everything was what we consider normal, and now we just got adjusted to a new normal.
Yep. And now we're going back to masks at work, man. We just had a conference call about that. Everybody's going back to mask because the areas are high.
You know what I miss about COVID though? The early stages, the traffic.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sorry if that's insensitive to people who lost loved ones.
People, yeah.
But the traffic was lit.
It was.
Because it was
you could get anywhere in like 5 minutes.
Yo.
Didn't matter.
I went from West Oak Lane to South Philly in 11 minutes.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
You was driving like me.
No, I wasn't. That's the thing.
Regular traffic.
Like, I know you do that still today, but no. It was just nothing going on out there.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Well, man, let's jump into this first topic, man. As always, me and my bros, we sit around, we talk. That's what this podcast was born from. Us just sitting around talking about things that we think about. And we were having a conversation about sex at 20 versus sex at 40. Crazy thing. What's your thoughts on it, bro?
Before I get into that, this is what's scary. So no person probably knows me better than you. So you can't really I can't beat you over there with the bullshit and vice versa, but whatever. So sex at 20 versus sex at 40.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's funny because idealistically, right, with more experience, you know more.
Shit evolve.
So right, but I don't know. There's something nostalgic about being 20.
Exactly. I need a Red Bull now.
Right. It's just something nostalgic about being 20 and just the energy you have and the things you could do. You know, you think about things you just sound like Superman. Nah, just the energy you have, basically. You know, I'm trying to figure out which is better, and it's a really tough question. I think, honestly, I just got to go with 20 because it was
20.
it's more nostalgic.
Yeah. A lot of memories at 20.
You want to share some of those memories?
No. That's all right.
Share the memories.
No. It was a long time ago. Long time ago. Kyle, how old are you, Kyle?
I am 29.
29.
Yep.
So sex at 20 versus sex at almost 30.
Almost 30.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's different? Well, I gotta say, when I was 20, I don't think I had sex at all within the year of 20. So I lost my virginity at 19.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have sex again until I was 21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was, so at 20, I was still inexperienced.
Gotcha.
So it's not really, I don't think it's really, and that's not typical of most people. Most people will probably lose their virginity before 19, really, realistically. I could give you 22 versus 29.
Okay, let's try
if
that.
That's
one.
okay.
But
Let's
you know
go
what?
with
You
that
just
one.
made me think of something. So I remember when we was on 5100, I went through like a crazy dry spell. I don't know what the hell was going on. But I wasn't really thinking about it.
Right.
I don't know what it was, but it was a dry spell. And I didn't realize I was in a dry spell until somebody came and rescued me.
From the dry spell.
From the dry spell. And it was like, oh, wait, I was in a dry spell.
Right.
She got me right out of there. Salute to you. Salute to you.
Salute to the dry spell.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But no, what was happening at 22?
So there was a couple of different things around the age of 22. So I was in the Air Force then doing PT mandatorily for like 3 to 4 days a week.
Okay.
So my stamina was
Bronco.
all
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
I was Red Bull.
I was, and I mean, I was still like, I wasn't like huge as like buff guy, but I was skinny, but my energy, my ability to keep on going. Someone used to call me the Energizer Bunny.
Oh wow.
So I was there. At almost 30, I've been out of the military for 3 years now, and I said "fuck you" to PT when I got out. So I mean,
this is clearly why you're losing the chunky weigh-in.
Yeah, my goal is actually to gain weight, not lose it. On this thing,
yeah, clearly.
on the podcast I host, we are doing a weight contest, and yes, if I try to lose weight at 177, it won't be anything left of me at 6'4". So
Exactly.
I haven't been 177 since 20. I probably I don't know.
But it's stamina not as great. I'm talking about like just the feeling of being winded.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Exactly.
It makes you feel less than.
Exactly.
Which is really not fair, because if you think about the construct of sex, all the ladies got to do is hold her pocket. All she got to do is just be there. Really,
Clearly.
all you got to do is be present.
Right.
All the work is on us.
Yeah, no, that's true. You know what's funny?
100%.
I think about all the time. Well, not all the time, but I think it from time to time. I remember we was
It's
in
all
high
the
school.
time.
Right. I remember we was in high school and we was walking down. I forgot what street, but we was walking down the street.
Yeah, I remember.
And you were saying, I feel like a man should have sex every day. There's no reason why a man shouldn't have sex every day.
See, at 20 years, not even 20 years old, because we were younger than that. That's ridiculous.
Could you now have sex every day?
No, I wouldn't want to.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't want to. It's a wonderful thing, but every day,
Ridiculous.
no.
It changes so fast.
Yeah, it does. And this is why we have this conversation, because at 20, it was the exploration of the woman and trying all these wonderful things and
you know, for the first time, and exploring her body, trying to get her right. And, you know what I mean? She gonna love me after I get done. You know what I mean? Now, you like at 40, you just like.
Right, it's like, yo, I'm only going to get 5 hours of sleep.
Right.
I go to bed. What you into? You know what's funny, though? I hope she don't get mad at me sharing this. My wife, though, when we first was getting together and we were having like all the important talks that I didn't know were important, but she was dope about. So she asked me the question, like, how often do you think we should have sex? And I thought about it real quick, and I was like, how much on a weekly basis?
Okay.
And I was like,
based on what?
I was like 12 times a week.
Shit.
And she like, she like laughed, and I was a little confused because I really wanted to say 15. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you laughing?
I lowered my standards.
Right. I just look back on that now and be like, 12 times a week? What the hell was I thinking? 12 times? That's, oh my God.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
Now look at you.
Right now, exactly. Now I'm counting hours of sleep. I'm
right, exactly.
Like, no, not tonight, babe.
I got a headache.
Good night. Exactly.
Man, Kev, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh,
well, okay. All right.
Shit.
Yeah.
20. All right. So
You should have started asking him this question.
right.
Yeah.
Right. So sex now.
Pretty good. You know,
Kev say pretty good.
I don't know what else to say about that.
That's all I got to say about
That's
that.
all I got to say about that.
I wonder though, being 22, like, could you imagine being 22 with all this like all the stuff that's out now? Like, is sex harder or easier to get?
I think it would be harder. Because, well, no, maybe not. Because if you really want to do it, you're going to do it. You don't give two shits about COVID, Delta variant, none of that. You're just going in.
Well, not even talking about Delta and COVID and all that stuff. I'm just talking about, you know, remember back in the day, what we consider back in the day, you get a phone number, then you got a caller. And
you mean like
phone,
the
communication?
whole courtship and
now
all
it's
that?
like,
yeah.
Let me send you a DM and hope you see it.
Right. Yeah. Well, that goes back to like another thing we were talking about, like how our kids now, like our sons, there's no courtship how we did courtship
At all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we actually went out and, you know, hung out with the chicks and talked to them and, you know, got on the phone, on the house phone, and had conversations until wee hours of the night. Now they will be in the same room texting each other.
Right, exactly. It's wild.
Like sitting next to each other, texting each other.
I realized I realized a couple weeks ago that my 15-year-old was never going to get laid. So that's wild. So I just don't identify. So I was talking to him. I'm gonna tell you. So we were talking, and he was saying how him and his friend was saying like, yeah, they got to get girlfriends. And I'm like, well, how you going to do that? And he was like, I don't know. We just got to get girlfriends. We just got to get it. And he sounded a little rapey. I'm like, well, calm the fuck
I was
down.
like, don't be rapey, bro.
Calm the fuck down. Don't go to jail because you know you right. Can't be in a situation I can't get you out of. But no, he was I was telling him, I was like, you know what, you gotta like find out what the girl is interested in, and find a way to communicate with her about the things that she's interested in, even if it's phony. Like, you just gotta know a little bit about what she's interested in, so she wants to talk to you. And you know what he said to me?
What?
I ain't doing that. I was like, he's never getting like, he's
Never.
gonna be 79 years old.
40-year-old
make a
virgin.
79-year-old. They're gonna make a new movie about his ass. 79-year-old virgin.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's bad, man. Like, and now, like, so, like, my 17-year-old, man, I'll like just pop in his room. Like, if I get in from late or something like that, I'll just pop in his room, you know, and make sure he's all right. They're on FaceTime, but he's asleep.
Right.
And I'm assuming she's asleep. But they're on FaceTime all night long. I'm like, what is this about?
What is that about?
Are you scared that he's gonna go away or she's gonna go away? Like, if you don't have him on FaceTime?
Thing. I mean, we all did that when we was young, but we didn't have FaceTime, of course. We just
we just be on the phone.
Just hang out, right.
But like even still with that, man, it's just so funny.
It's just such a different time.
Yeah. Even when they're on FaceTime, it's like they're on FaceTime, but all you can see is like half their eye or something like that. I'm like, what's the point of FaceTime if y'all not gonna look at each other?
You know what the difference is? The kids now, they're I keep calling them kids, but they're so comfortable with dead air. And I feel like so much pressure if it's dead air.
Right.
Like they'll just be on FaceTime doing everything they do in life.
Exactly. She's sitting over here braiding her little sister's hair or something like that, not talking at all.
And every 20 minutes you go, what you doing?
What you doing? Exactly. What you're watching what she's doing.
Watching what you doing.
Yeah.
It's wild. I don't know.
It's crazy. Yeah, the dead air thing, I always felt like, am I not intellectual enough?
Right. It's like
I can't hold a conversation.
It's wild. I don't know.
That's nutty. Yeah, man. When we were doing our thing, we definitely were interested in what they were interested in. And like you said, it didn't matter if it was real or not.
Right.
We made sure that, that we could pull them.
But it's crazy. In the moment, I didn't realize like it was a benefit as far as being able to communicate with women. Like it was my mom, my two older sisters, and I was the baby.
Right.
So communicating with women was what I primarily did.
Right. Exactly.
So it was like, that was easy. But now you get older and you realize like, oh, these dudes don't know how to talk at all.
Right.
It's scary times.
They don't.
Scary times all the way around.
And the thing is, I try and talk to my 17-year-old, like, dude, what's going on? Like, what is it that you're trying to do here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you not talking or you not having, holding a conversation. And it's like with him, he's like more of a no gray area type dude. So he's either happy or he's just upset about something. So when he's calling, he gets upset if she don't answer.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, she got life and stuff. She works
taking a dookie, like relax.
You can't talk to her right now. She don't want to see you that way.
Right.
But yeah, man, I really miss our high school days for us.
The cheat code is being able to communicate how we could be able to communicate back in the 90s today. If you're able to do that, you live in life.
Bro, listen. We didn't have all that. All we had was the biggest technology we had was beepers. That was it, dude. Beepers. And all we would get is the 911 or the 143. We knew what to do.
Right. I'm laughing because anytime a beeper is mentioned, I think about all the times we had to fake lose the battery.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. A lot of our girlfriends.
Yo,
the battery
fell out.
Oh my God.
Yep. Because it only cost us $2 to get a bottom part.
Right. Exactly.
Because we definitely had to throw that joint away.
Right. The $2 was definitely worth that lie.
I don't know why. Why didn't we just hide the bottom of the beeper instead of throwing it away?
Stupid as shit. You know why? Because that's true.
We wasted a lot of $2.
I think because we would get all those different cases. So if we had the bottom part that matched the case, it would be like, you ain't lose that bottom part.
Yeah, you're right. We had like the clear joints.
Right, we would get all
the
goofy shit with the beepers back in the day. What a time to be alive.
We should have just left it basic.
Right.
Couldn't be basic. No, we had to have beepers that matched our clothes and stuff like that.
We just had a regular ass black beeper and we would have been fine.
Hilarious. Hilarious, man. Oh man. So even, talking about sex being different at 20 and being different at, do you think that at 20, we were more emotionally attached after sex?
Absolutely. I think so.
And then at an older age, because I can't really say at 40, because at 40 we were only having sex with one woman, so I can't really say at 40, but at an older age when we were.
Yeah, I think so. I think I don't even know if that has a lot to do with the sex. I think it has a lot to do with what you think about women at that age. So just think about over the years the shit that has happened to you that caused you a lot of heartache from a woman.
Right.
And you've like, I would never think you could do some crazy shit like this. And then they just, women can move in certain ways where it's like, yeah, you just not expecting it, and it could cause you a lot of pain.
Right. But do you think that it's the sex that emotionally attach you, or the thought of that woman that attaches you? Because I say that because when you think back when we were, younger, that I felt like we would chase. And then once we had sex with him, it was just like, all right, well. And
Well, you done?
It. Yeah. Like, it was like, okay, I can take you or leave you now. You know what I'm saying? To where, you know, once when we got older, we understood that it was more invested than just sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a hard.
I think I still got to go with. Yeah, I was. Excuse me. More emotionally invested, younger. I mean, that may be directly tied to. You know, I always consider myself the king of the chase. I'll wait somebody out.
Yes, you would, brother. Lord Jesus. This ball.
It's terrible. It's terrible being younger. You know what it was? It was arrogance because I had this thing. It was like, oh, you not? Oh, yes, you will. I remember telling the girl, and she was like, no, you never. And I used to go to work every day like, you can run. You can't run that fast.
Right.
I'm going to get you. I would tell her straight, I'm going to get you. You can't run that fast. Like, you running, but you can't run that fast.
Right.
And, you know, it was just wild times. But that's what happened. You can't run that fast.
Hilarious.
Can't run that fast.
You telling her that she couldn't run that fast. Let's just say she had a partner, boyfriend, husband, whatever the case. Well, not husband.
She
but
definitely
boyfriend.
had a partner.
Okay. So were you okay with being the side John?
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. What the hell?
You didn't. You didn't
No.
didn't want
Don't leave anybody for me. Just let me, when he messing up, let me just come through.
You want to be that guy.
Exactly. I don't want to. No. That was my position, and I just wanted to. He gonna mess up and piss you off sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
be the guy to
be
fix
the guy. Exactly. I was, whatever '90s song about that. I was that guy. Let me come in and do what you go. You go.
Kyle, how you feel about being a side John?
I've never been one. Oh, wait. That's not true.
Kyle's been a side John.
I've been, but yes, but at the same time, she was also my side John too. So we were each other's side Johns.
John.
Yes,
Okay.
we were both having affairs at the same time with each other.
That sounds like fucking utopia. That's
Does it? What? It's because she can't say anything. I can't say anything. So it's
At that point, neither one of you have anything to lose.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. You both have a lot to lose, so it's not as much pressure.
right. And he's like, she was eventually going to get married to the guy, and I was with the girlfriend that I was with for a couple of years, and we didn't want to break up with these people,
Right.
So we weren't going to say shit.
Right, exactly.
So it was a perfect situation at the time, but I've become a better person, so I'm not going to let that happen again.
Awesome.
Yes.
See?
You're looking at me like
No. You know what? Because you're saying stuff is making me think of a bunch of questions. You ever been in a situation where where you seriously considered leaving who you were with to be with the side John?
Let me think. Have I? Yes, I have been in that situation where it was that's pretty crazy. She's pretty. I could see myself with her.
What didn't you see? Wait, did you leave and be with the side John?
No.
Okay. It's so tricky because now you get older and you realize like, oh, you think that way because your job as the side John is fun. Like when you with who you with, there's so much responsibility and real life stuff that y'all gotta navigate, and that can become frustrating. That's why you want a side John.
Yeah, and you know what? The whole side John situation is like it's contained to just the side Johnness.
Right.
I believe that if you was to go and be in a relationship with the side John, it would be something totally different. You'd be like, who the hell are you?
To quote Chris Rock, new pussy's illiterate.
Right.
New pussy can't cook.
Hilarious.
But no, it was one time I definitely did want to leave a situation and be with the side John. Man, I was smitten. My girl was getting on my nerves.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah. Sure.
Because I know how I was in my particular situation. I really did care and love my girlfriend at the time while I was having the side John. Just happened that the side John existed.
Right.
So when when you had your side John,
Right.
how did you act with your girlfriend at the time?
Same. So you know what's funny? I
Like being in a doing the situation with the side John didn't affect the way you interacted at all with your
Right.
girlfriend?
here's what's funny, that I think that on a large scale, men just kind of let women, I don't want to say get away with, but we let them convince us that this is true. Women will tell you that because you cheated on them, that you don't love them. That's not true. I can love you as much as I love you and just want to have sex with somebody else. Right? Am I?
Yeah, no, listen, bro. I agree 100%.
You potting or not? Because
No, I'm potting, brother.
nervous
No,
over there. Speak your
Why
mind.
would I be nervous?
Nah, I don't know. I'm
at
just
all.
making sure.
No,
But no.
I agree 100%. I believe that you can still love her and just have a sexual attraction to someone else. I agree with that 100%.
It's funny to answer your question. And the girl I was with at the time, she told me, in the midst of me, I was doing a lot of cheating. I'm just be honest. I was doing a lot of cheating, but she told me while I was doing a lot of cheating that, she was like bigging me up, like, "Oh, I know you never cheat on me, you never leave me," and I was like,
You just don't know.
"Man, you don't know. I'm doing the most out here. It's terrible.
I'm in these streets.
All right, I am terrible to you right now. You just don't know." Sorry, this is how life goes sometimes. You live, you learn.
Yeah,
I teach my sons to be better people than I was,
yeah. I mean, it's really a trying time.
or be there for them when they not.
Right, exactly. And Kyle, to answer your question, I've known guys who have had side Jones and they treat the side Jones better than they treat their chick.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy to me.
I mean, but
Because it's fun.
But you're talking about in the brief moments that they're together, because the time with the side John has a shelf life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, but you're saying in the hour or two or however long that they're with each other, just fucking, or whatever they're doing, spending time with each other, is overall better than the entirety of the time that they're spending with their girlfriends?
Yeah, because it's like an adventure away from home. It's like the escape from reality.
That's the illusion.
I guess my question is the goodness of the couple of hours, does it supersede as a whole the goodness that is given to the, like, I don't know if I'm phrasing my question correctly.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
To their understanding, I think that it would be.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it ever is, because like I said, like, you get together with the side John, it's fun.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's never any like
that time that they spend together.
Right. You don't have the conversation side John, like, you forgot to pay the car insurance again. You don't have those conversations.
Right. Exactly.
But are they what? Are they doing the side John's laundry? Are they cleaning the side John's house? Are they watching the kids?
The side John, anything the side John would probably ask them to do, they would more than likely do.
It's the willingness to do those things, but it doesn't happen.
I don't know.
Wait, I'm confused. Is the side John doing stuff that?
No.
I'm sorry.
Are you would? Oh, so the question basically was do you would you treat the side John better than you treat
your main girl?
Your main girl, right? And he's saying, like, if the side John asks you, "Hey, can you do my laundry?" Would you do it? 9 times out of 10, you probably would. Yeah. Come on, let's go to the laundromat, or whatever the case may be.
That kind of depends on the situation, because in the back of your mind is you thinking, there's certain things you got to do because you don't want to piss the side John off.
Exactly.
You blow up your whole shit. Like, what? You ain't cook my eggs right, bitch. Right. Telling everybody. Like, hold on. But no, I think it's just going to seem like that. I think, well, certain things you do. I mean, as a side John, you got to be reasonable. Don't be unreasonable. Don't ask me to fund your new titties. Like, be reasonable.
Right. You're right. Don't ask me to come spend Christmas holiday with
exactly.
you. Like,
no,
that's
you better
goofy.
go to Land of Fine Future because I don't not funding new titties.
I'm not fluding you out nowhere.
Right, exactly. No.
You're not getting flued out.
Exactly. We're not getting
All that.
flying out to the Maldives. Sorry.
Not to the Maldives.
Not going down.
That's crazy. So, along with the side joint, what do you think the pressure is on a guy when they have a side joint, but they go to like a lot of public places that you and the main joint may frequent?
Well, you messing up there. You can't do that.
But what if that's what she wants to do?
You gotta get a new side joint.
Kick the side joint
You gotta
out.
treat her like she unvaccinated. You can't go out and eat. Like, what are you talking about? You can't go to the gym, bar. You better
Nowhere.
You getting chicken wings and fries. We on a date. Like, what you talking about?
Hilarious.
Netflix and chill.
And chill.
Fire stick and dick. We are not doing nothing. We are sitting in this house.
Yo.
If you want to go to those places, this is where we're going to be. We're going to go to, we're going to party somewhere else.
What was
somewhere
that?
far away.
Netflix and chill.
Fire stick and dick.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
Awesome. Well,
This fire stick is more direct.
yeah. Right. Well, then there's that. Sheesh. Wow.
But nah, yeah, that's a tough one. You ever been in a situation where you took a side joint to a place where your main joint frequent or liked a lot?
Yes.
Was it
Yes.
your suggestion?
No. Hell no. Nope. Because I know this is where she likes to be.
You ever run into somebody that
you know?
your main joint?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
How'd you get out of that?
Side John walked off.
No, you had a good one.
Yes.
Right. You had a good one.
Yeah. Because see, the sad part about me is I know a ton of people.
Right. You know everybody know Big Phil.
Exactly.
Oh my
so
God.
everywhere I go, I know someone. And it's like, it was at this time, it was like, you know, me and the main John was just going through some circles, man. I just, you know, I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Hooked up with the side John. We went out or whatever. It was somewhere, I don't know if it was a mall or something. I don't know where we were. But yeah, it was the chick's cousin walked up. And like the way we were walking, it made it look like we weren't together anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So when she stopped and saw us, the side joint just kept rolling. And I'm like, bet that.
Right. Right. You're right.
I stood right there.
I might fund your titties. Like, what are you talking about? I might get those titties for you.
You getting that laundry done tonight.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Two dryer sheets.
Yeah. And she just kept walking. So it was like, bet. I'm with it. It works for me. You know? I wasn't always the perfect guy, but
Now that just sounds like a lot of stress. Oh my God.
right. It's too much work living double lives, man. Too much work. Too much. I can't do it.
Can I say that? I used to marvel at when you were doing it. I used to marvel at your ability. Because like you said, and you can cut this out. I'm sorry if this is too much, but I did. Mainly because everybody know Big Phil.
Yeah, it's a
Shit. It was enough stress because being the guy that, everybody know me from being with Big Phil.
mm-hmm.
That was stressful, but being Big Phil, nah.
Yeah.
You know too many people.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Too much.
Now it's too much.
Man.
Wild times.
Yeah. Then you get in a committed relationship and you're just like, all right, well, this is enough. It was too much work. Too much work.
It's a combination of a worthy committed relationship and age.
Exactly.
Because I don't know, you could be in the most committed relationship of all time, but if you ain't at the right age.
Exactly.
Listen,
You
I
will
remember
tear all that
being-
shit up.
I honestly remember being in my 30s. So not that long ago, saying to someone like, I just really don't imagine myself having sex with one woman for the rest of my life. Like the thought of that was like, so I'm 30, whatever I was, and like,
Right.
no, I'm never doing that. What are you talking about? But now I was like, no, I totally see it. It's fine.
I'm good now.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
sure.
I got count.
It's worth it.
Right, once
now.
you get to the age, you got to count your sleep hours. It's
right,
totally
exactly.
fine.
And the person that you're with is
Right.
actually worth it. You like, all right, I'm good. I can do this forever.
Yeah, it's wild
You know
time.
what I mean?
What was your most difficult or trying breakup?
Most difficult or trying breakup? Before marriage or?
Yes.
Probably. I'm going to say the beginning of 10th grade. The beginning of 10th grade. And I was dating this girl. Well, I say this girl, but you know who she is.
Right.
And she wasn't putting out, to say the least. And her best friend was, unfortunately. And, younger, and you're doing things that you shouldn't do. And
I don't even look at it like that. You feel bad about that? That's exactly what you should have been doing. You was 15.
No, right. I understand that, but I feel bad that I hurt her in that moment.
Right.
That's what I feel bad about.
So it's funny. That ties directly to what I was going to say about my worst breakup. My first like real serious girlfriend. It was terrible how I got caught. I got caught on a dummy. Like on a dummy. Like I'm on a dummy. Like living with the girlfriend. I'm on the phone with the side joint.
Exactly. Oh man.
Disrespectful.
Yes.
And I'm saying the wildest of wild shit to the side joint. No, I didn't do this that day. I did this the other day.
I want to blow bubbles in your butt right now.
It was that time. And I knew, so it was crazy. I was so in what I was doing, arrogant and stupid, that I was looking at the time. I don't know, my girlfriend, I think she was at work or wherever the hell she was at, but I knew she was coming in soon. And I was on the phone talking crazy, and I knew she was going to be home soon. I looked at the time and I'm like, man, she should be home, but I don't care. I'm talking nasty to this girl.
Right. All dumb.
Right. So I'm on the phone and I said, I guess word to something that she just couldn't take. And I heard a phone click. I'm like, oh shit. I think she was on the phone.
I got to go pray now.
I was like, let me call you back. I did not go. I stayed in that same room. I slept in that room. I didn't even go bother to see her.
Right.
Until the next morning, I was getting ready for work. And she came in there and cursed me out.
Slam out.
Crazy. And then to tie it all together, she was upset and crying and hurt. And I was like, oh, wow. That was the first time I realized that I could hurt somebody like
that way.
I was like, damn, that's a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
It's bad. Yeah, that's what I said. And it's like
the very next day I went to the side joint house, but I felt bad. I did feel like terrible. I did. I felt terrible, but at the same time,
that's horrible. But like you said, you don't feel bad about what you were doing at that age,
right?
Because that's, I guess, what you should have been. I don't even want to say that's what you should have been doing.
I feel like I have a very valid reason for cheating on her. I don't know if I
think you can go into that.
I don't think I could say because it would be too revealing, but
right.
I feel like I have a very valid and compelling reason. I'll tell everybody in here off mic if they're curious to know.
Yeah, we'll go into that later. But as far as my joint, it was. I like I said, I felt bad because I hurt her in the moment, but I was 15.
Right.
Like I didn't give two shits about her feelings. That you know what I mean? It's when I thought back.
Now, was she more mad at you or her best friend?
Oh, she was pissed at me, dude. She was pissed at bro. Listen, first off, I don't know how she found out. That still is a mystery to me today, and I'm almost thinking that her best friend told her, but I'm not sure. And I will ask her best friend the next time I talk to her, if she told her. But it was. I don't know what happened, but I remember she found out after school, and she followed me all the way home and gave me the business.
The entire way home?
The entire way home, bro. The entire way home. Cussed me. It felt like, how when you hear that, bully gonna beat somebody up in school, and it gets around the school
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
everybody hears.
Yeah.
And then like when the person that's going to get beat up comes out of school,
Right.
they start following that person.
Yeah,
like, oh my
yeah,
God, it's going to be a fight.
yeah.
That's how I felt. Because it was just like a bunch of people behind me. I don't know if it was you, Rel, Nate. Like, I don't
Nah, I
know
wasn't
who
there
was.
that day.
Yeah, it was a bunch of us though.
Right.
Dude, she followed me all the way home. I know Rel was there.
Yeah.
But she followed me all the way home, dude, and she cussed me out something crazy. She was crying and everything. I felt like shit. But
Did you stop fucking the best friend at the? Okay. All right. So yeah. I mean.
nope. Yeah, that was crazy. Well, I guess we're gonna wrap it up here.
All right. Yeah. This is a great episode. Great
Right.
first episode of Bro Talk.
Exactly. So we're gonna wrap it up here. You can follow me right now on Mr_Touche_215.
You can find me on all the socials. Brand in real life. BRAND in real life.
And you can follow us both on Bro Talk the Podcast on Instagram. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
I'm with the bros.